Carr gets the inbound back from Papiata, and he'll work against Dufelmeyer, greets him at midcourt. And again, he's got his hands and arms on as he's dribbling the ball. Now, it's Armand Davis, left wing free ball. They're going to say Dufelmeyer got him on the arm. He thinks he got the ball. That's the first personal on Dufelmeyer. It'll put Armand Davis to the line to shoot three. That's the third team foul already on Salt Lake, and 17:21 remaining in the half. Salt Lake came out in the second half last week and played very physical second half defense. That's what got them back in the ball game. And they're trying to duplicate that here this afternoon to start the ball game. Davis hits the first free throw, and CSI is on the board with 17:21 remaining in the first half. 6-1 Salt Lake. Well, it got quiet in here. Armand has been shooting free throws very well of late. He leads the team at 82% on the season, 81 of 99 coming into this afternoon. So now he's 83 of 101 as he's hit the first two. Made all three of them, and the Golden Eagles are on the board. It's 6-3 Salt Lake with 17:20 left in the half. White, right side down on the baseline to Toulson. Pull up 12-footers good. Connor Toulson has 5 of the Bruin 8 points. They lead 8-3. Just over 17 minutes left in the first half. Carr will bring it across midcourt. Dufelmeyer again with his hand on it. Now hands it off to Boyce. Boyce in some trouble after he picked up the dribble. Finds Carr in the lane. Over to Chambers. He's going to get hacked on the arm by Toulson as he goes up strong. That'll be the first personal on Connor Toulson and the 14th foul on Salt Lake with 16:53 remaining in the half. And it puts Dakota Chambers to the line. Dakota at 37% on the season, 16 of 43. He's a guy that if he's got the ball underneath, don't let him get the jam, make him earn it from the line. And he misses the first one. Rob Green Auto Group, before you buy a new car, truck, or SUV, make your way to Rob Green Auto Group. It's Buick, GMC, Nissan, Hyundai on North Blue Lake in Twin Falls. And for heating and air conditioning, providing upfront, no-nonsense information on your heating or cooling unit. Call them at 733-2624. Chambers missed both, so it stays 8-3 Salt Lake, 16:45 left in the half. Toulson on the right wing, out front Dufelmeyer. To Rossman, loads up a three from out there. Missed it, and it's tapped by Davis to Diatta. Diatta across midcourt right side. Drops it back. Davis, three ball. Boom! There's the dynamite. Armand has all 6 Golden Eagle points. It's 8-6 Salt Lake, though, with 16:22 left in the half. Rossman in the lane, forces up a shot over Chambers, and he'll draw the foul. It'll be the first personal on Dakota. Went 3 minutes and 40 seconds before he picked up the foul. Went all the way into the final 5 minutes of the game before he got his first foul last week. Rossman at the line to shoot 2, and the first one bounces up high off the back iron, no good. On the season, Rossman, a 79% free throw shooter, has been to the line 126 times and made 100. As Chambers will check out and Marquise Godfrey checks in for CSI. That was the second team foul for the Golden Eagles, by the way. Rossman gets 1 of 2. He's got 3, and Salt Lake leads 9-6. Carr will bring it across midcourt. Again, the hand on the hip by Dufelmeyer. On the left wing, gets a pick from Godfrey. Back on the left to Diatta, goes baseline. He'll throw up the runner, no, but through contact and will go to the line. The foul is going to be on Dufelmeyer. That's his second personal foul. So he'll probably be sitting. They'll probably bring Austin Waddups in. And Diatta to the line for the first time tonight, trying to get into the Valley Sports scorebook, and he does. And here comes Austin Waddups in. He's a 60 sophomore from American Fork. So imagine he played with Rossi. As Diatta becomes the first player other than Armand Davis to score, but he missed the second, and Rossi rebounds off to Waddups, and he'll bring it across midcourt. 9-7 Salt Lake. 15:55 remaining in the first half. Toulson, middle of the floor to Johnson, over on the left side to White. Lobbing it down low to Ross and pass behind him. It hits him and goes out of bounds. It'll be CSI ball. Again, Salt Lake scored the first 6 of the ball game. Carr will bring it across midcourt, middle of the floor. To his right, off the pick from Godfrey. On the right wing to Boyce. Back out front to Carr. On the left to Davis, who's going to try to bounce it down low to Diatta. It's loose on the floor, and Gibson Johnson has it. Diatta wanted it to go to that side. He thought he could get Johnson. Marcus White out front might have got away with a walk, goes down left side of the lane and going to knock down an Eagle and get called for the offensive foul. He knocked down Pop Diatta. That's the 3rd offensive foul on Salt Lake, the first personal on Marcus White. It's also the 6th team foul on the Bruins, who lead at 9-7. Eagle ball with 15:15 left in the half. Carr across midcourt, middle of the floor. Working against Water. On the right side to Diatta. Back to Carr on the left. He wants Diatta to go under, but he doesn't. Instead, Carr will attack the basket, get all the way to the bucket and lay it in. Jack Carr's first point ties the game at 9. 14:54 remaining in the half as Coulson launched a 3 that was blocked by Diatta, and Davis comes away with it. E.J. Boyce underneath the Marquise Godfrey. It's blocked at the bucket by Rawson, and White has it for Salt Lake. Over in the left corner to Waddups, out front to Toulson. Inside to Rawson, goes to the right side, off the glass for 2. Tyler Rawson. Second field goal, he's got 5. Salt Lake back up 11-9, 14:25 remaining. Pop Diatta 3 ball, out front left side, no. Rebound to Waddups. Over to Marcus White, and they'll bring it across midcourt. Open is Gibson Johnson for a 3 from the left side, no, and Godfrey clears it for the Eagles. Off the Carr. Check across midcourt on the right. Working against Waddups, trying to go with a crossover. Can't shake 3. Now he's got Rawson on. Over to Pop Diatta on the right wing. Johnson's on him. Pull up 3. Off the iron, no. And Waddups has the rebound for the Bruins. Sets the bench for the plays. He brings it across midcourt, middle of the floor. Right side to Toulson on the wing. Middle of the floor to Gibson Johnson on the left wing to Waddups. On the baseline to Rawson. Working against Diatta, out front to Marcus White. Loads up the 3, off the iron, no good, and Shaq Carr goes high for the rebound. He'll bring it across midcourt, left side. Bounces it, trying to get it underneath to Marquise Godfrey, but Keith was turned around, and the ball goes out of bounds. Here's the media timeout. 13:28 remaining in the first half. 11-9, Salt Lake leading, and we're back in 60 seconds.
Hilex Poly.
I started my journey at Snow College because of the
beautiful campus,
amazing professors, fun, friendly people,
hands-on classroom experience,
affordable education.
I love the social life,
our nationally ranked football team,
the intramural sports,
opportunities to get involved,
small class sizes,
amazing improv theater.
My teachers know me,
campus activities.
It feels like home.
If you think added fees from your financial institution are just something you have to live with, it's time to rethink and ask yourself if where you bank makes sense for how you live. If you think your handy gadgets could be more handy with your finances, it's time to rethink and enjoy managing your finances your way, on the go and on the spot.
Take care of you, providing the best treatment determined by whatever your skin problem may be. 734-5555. And May, Browning & May, an all-purpose law firm serving Idahoans for over 60 years, as Gibson Johnson hits a turnaround from the right baseline of about 8 feet. That's his first bucket of the night, and Salt Lake's lead is 4. Meanwhile, driving the left side is Austin Weininger, blocked at the bucket by Johnson. Waddups, left wing 3 ball, off the iron, no. Rebound tracked down by UC Arebu, trying to beat Waddups. Hands it off to Armand Davis. Doesn't get the roll on the lay-in, but he drew the foul. Foul on Waddup is his first personal. 17th foul already on the Bruins. It'll put Armand Davis to the line to shoot two. Armand with 6 of the Golden Eagle 9 points. First one on the way, no good. First miss in a while for Armand. Papiata in for Austin Weiniger. Dakota Chambers in for Marquise Godfrey. And it looks like Guaviango will check in for Armand Davis if AMD can hit this next free throw. Got it. It's 13-10. Salt Lake by 3. And now Davis will get a breather. So it's Irebu, Biango, Carr, Diata, and Chambers on the floor for CSI. Christian Masoko checked in for Salt Lake, joins Waddup, Gibson, Johnson, Toulson, and Bushman Ebert on the floor for the Bruins against the zone press for CSI. They break it easily. It just makes you take more time off the clock getting the ball across midcourt. Waddup with the ball over on the left wing to Ebert. Back out front to Waddup. Dribbles over to the right side. In the lane, Gibson Johnson, turnaround 8-footer from the right side of the lane with the right hand is good. Gibson Johnson now with 4. Salt Lake by 5, 15-10. 12:25 left in the half. Carr with the ball out front for the Golden Eagles. Has Masoko on him now. Shaq kind of toying with him on the dribble. Now he'll back it out again. Shot clock down to 11, and we got a whistle inside and a foul on CSI. Matt Basham said it's on who? Dakota Chambers must have been on a pick, his second personal. So he'll have to check out of the ball game right away. Just came back in and picks up number 2, so Marquise Godfrey is back in for CSI. Salt Lake with the ball, 12-11 left in the half, and the Bruins with a 5-point lead, 15-10. Again, the 1-2-2 zone extends into the backcourt. Waddup over the top to Gibson Johnson to the right, leaves it for Toulson. Out front to Ebert. Wants Waddup to come get it, and he does. Waddup to the middle of the floor, and the dribble against Biango. Over on the left side to Gibson Johnson. In the lane, Masoko over Marquise Godfrey, or over Diata. Missed it, and Godfrey rebounds. Outlet to Carr. Leaves it for Diata. Fakes the 3. Spins in the lane. Got it over to Carr. In the lane. Dropped it underneath on the sweet pass to Godfrey, who got hit in the body. He did block the shot, but followed through and got him with the body. No call. Salt Lake back the other way. Waddup's the runner in the lane. Missed it. And the ball is controlled by Godfrey. Off to Carr. Carr goes behind Toulson, then knocked away by Ebert, and Toulson has it. Back the other way come the Bruins. Toulson in the lane to Masoko, blocked from behind by Irebu, and they're going to call a foul on CSI, and of course it's Greg Spencer with the call, calling the foul on UC Irebu. His first personal and the 4th team foul on CSI. 11-19 remaining in the first half, 15-10. Salt Lake with a 5-point lead, and Masoko to the line to shoot 2. They're clean blocks on one end, even though they may catch him with the body, but they're not on the other end. And the first free throw by Masoko is no good. Gibson Johnson will check out as Rawson is back in for him. Armand Davis, E.J. Boyce back in for the Golden Eagles. Carr and Weiniger check out. Also in for Salt Lake is Tanner Newbold. So for the Eagles, it's Diata, Godfrey, Irebu, Davis, and Boyce. And for the Bruins, Ebert, Rawson, Masoko, who missed both free throws. Davis clears. Waddup and Newbold for the Bruins. 15-10, Salt Lake by 5, 11-11 remaining in the half. E.J. Boyce on the dribble out front, left wing to Diata against Rawson, spins to the lane, does not get the roll, and Rawson clears it. Outlet to Waddup, ahead up the right side to Ebert. Back out front, Waddup. Back to Ebert on the right. Dribbles out to the wing, top of the circle, Waddup, long 3, nothing but nylon. Austin Waddup with his first points. It's a triple, and Salt Lake with their biggest lead, 18-10, and 10:44 remaining in the first half. Left side, E.J. Boyce with it. Middle of the floor, Rebu on the right side to Davis. Armand working against Ebert, gets to the baseline, kicks it out. Diata, left side 3 ball, boom, goes it out of line. Paciata's first field goal is a three-pointer, and it's 18-13. Golden Eagles down 5 with 10:22 remaining in the half. Waddups with the ball near midcourt. Free throw line to Masoko, left wing to Newbold. Bounces it down into the corner to Rawson, knocked away and out of bounds by Godfrey. It'll stay Salt Lake ball as Shaq Carr checks back in for UC Arabers. 10:14 remaining in the first half. Golden Eagles down 5, 18-13. Salt Lake with the ball in the left corner. It'll be Waddups to throw it in. 16 on the shot clock. Lobs it out front to Newbold. Newbold turns and hands it off to Waddups, who looks at the bench. Shot clock at 10. Signals the play. To the left, loads up a three. Off the iron, no. Rebound Diatta for the Golden Eagles, who did a great job boxing out that time. Diatta across midcourt. To the right, in the lane, kicks it out front to Carr. Back to Diatta on the right wing. To his left, in the lane. Nice pass around to Godfrey, who got checked by Masoko. And finally, they call a foul on a block against Christian Masoko. His first, that's the 18th foul on Salt Lake. It'll put Marquise Godfrey to the line to shoot two. And Keith on the season at 56%, 45 of 81. With 9:45 left in the first, Marcus White to check back into the Salt Lake lineup after this first free throw, which is off the heel of the rim by Godfrey, no good. So White is in, and Masoko will check out for the Bruins. Godfrey's second free throw. Missed them both. Davis kept it alive, but Salt Lake comes out of there with it. Ebit over to Waddups, and he'll slow it down as he crosses midcourt. Salt Lake by 5, 18-13, 9:35 left in the half. Waddups on the left, down in the corner. Newbold, quick three. Missed it, no. Rebound tapped up, no. And finally, Diatta clears it for the Golden Eagles. Outlets to Carr. Carr across midcourt on the right. Working against Waddups. Picked up the dribble. Over to E.J. Boyce in the middle of the floor. Back to Carr. On the right wing to Diatta. He's got White on it. Loads up the three. It's going to be too strong, and Rawson clears it for the Bruins. Outlets to Waddups. Coach Phillips checking his paper for the play. Tells him what to run, and Waddups brings it across midcourt. Left wing to Newbold. Back to Waddups. To the middle of the floor. On the right wing to Ebit. Down into the corner to Newbold. Back out front, Ebit loads up a three. Off the iron, no. Diatta clears it for the Golden Eagles. Ahead to Shaq Carr. Cross midcourt on the right. Takes it right to the bucket. Blocked by Rawson. White back the other way with it for the Bruins. Lost the handle on it. Diatta has it. Knocked away from him. Waddups to White. Underneath finds Ebit coming down the lane. Missed. Tapped up by Rawson. No good. Tapped around again. Tapped around again. And finally, E.J. Boyce collects it for the Golden Eagles. Off to Davis. Armand back the other way. To Boyce on the right wing. Nice pump fake. Step back three. Off the iron, no. Rebound to Marcus White for the Bruins, and they'll slow it down. 8:18 remaining in the half. Salt Lake by 5, 18-13. Waddups across midcourt, left side. Timeout, Salt Lake. 8 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Salt Lake 18, CSI 13. And we're back in 30 seconds.
Minico schools say Mr. Gas rules.
Canyon Ridge says give it up for
You have a journey ahead of you. How will you create it? How will you embrace it? How will you achieve it? How will you change the world and discover yourself in the process? You will, at Snow College.
Newbold on the right wing to Waddups. Dribbles to the middle of the floor. On the left wing to Newbold. Back out front to Waddups against the 1-2-2 Eagle zone. Waddups to the free throw line. Step under, banks it in. Austin Waddups has 5. And it's 20-13, Salt Lake by 7 with 7:45 left in the half. Carr across midcourt, right side, back on the left of Biongo. White backs way off him. Biongo going to attack the basket. He'll get there, get the lay-in, and he's fouled, and will go to the line. Newbold hit the deck. He might be the one called for the foul. It is indeed Tanner Newbold who picks up his first. That's the 19th foul on Salt Lake. Biongo's first point. Chance to make it the and one as E.J. Boyce checks out. You see Irebu back in. On the floor for the Eagles, Davis, Biongo, Irebu, Godfrey, and Carr. Biongo's free throw doesn't get the roll. The rebound is controlled by Newbold. 20-15, Salt Lake, with 7:25 remaining in the first half. Waddup, right side to Ebert, back to Waddup, so on the left wing to Newbold. Down the baseline to Johnson, got away from Biongo, put it off the glass, no, batted around, and finally controlled by Davis for the Golden Eagles. AMD back the other way, and they're going to call him for a carry. 7:07 remaining in the first half. Salt Lake with the ball again in a 5-point lead. Waddup's across midcourt left side. To the right now. Still on the dribble. Picks it up. In the lane, Gibson Johnson got free from Biago, and he turns and lays it in. Gibson Johnson has 6. And it's 22-15. Salt Lake back up by 7. 6:45 remaining in the half. Shaq Carr at midcourt. Working against Waddup. To the right. Now he's got Marcus White, who got the ball. Coaches wanted a foul. Don't get it. And Gibson Johnson has it off the Waddup. Of course, you're not going to get that call from Greg Spencer, Jared. Don't even bother arguing with him. Right side, it's Waddup. Fires a pass inside to Marcus White. Missed it. Got it back and scores from the left side. Marcus White, as Salt Lake starting to dominate on the glass. It's 24-15. Bruins with their biggest lead and 6:13 left in the half. Jack Carr across midcourt, middle of the floor. On the right, hands it off to Davis. AMD working against Ebert on the wing to Carr, working against Waddup. Over to UC Irebu, loads up a three. Boom! Goes the dynamite. UC Irebu with his first point, the triple, and it's 24-18 with 5:50 remaining in the first half. Waddup's across midcourt on the dribble to the right. He'll load up a three from the top of the circle off the heel. The long rebound comes out to White. Over to Tanner Newbold. Pass out front to Waddup. He collects it at midcourt. In the lane, throws up the runner off the glass for 2 more. Austin Waddup with 7. And Salt Lake leads 26-18, 5:26 left in the half, as Irebu gets to the glass and draws the foul from Gibson Johnson. That'll be the second personal on Johnson, and here's the second media timeout. 5:24 remaining in the first half. 26-18, Salt Lake with the lead, and we're back in 60 seconds.
If you think added fees from your financial institution are just something you have to live with, it's time to rethink and ask yourself if where you bank makes sense for how you live. If you think your handy gadgets could be more handy with your finances, it's time to rethink and enjoy managing your finances your way, on the go and on the spot. If you think keeping customers and employees happy while also trying to grow your business is harder than it should be, it's time to rethink and get your financial institution working harder for you. Thanks to you, Idaho Central Credit Union has a lot to celebrate. As we reflect on 75 years serving communities throughout Idaho, we're giving back to 75 Idaho community causes this year. Find out more at iccu.com.
For the Golden Eagles. That's the 10th team foul, by the way, for Salt Lake. UC's first trip to the free throw line tonight. On the season, he's at 77%, 24 of 31. And the Eagles need any opportunity they get to get a freebie. Knocks down the first one. As Tyler Rawson checks back in for Gibson Johnson. On the floor for the Golden Eagles, it's Arebu, Armand Davis, Pop Diatta, Shaq Carr, and Marquise Godfrey. Arebu gets them both. Nothing but nylon on either of them. He's got 5, and the lead is 6, 26-20 for Salt Lake. Dufelmeyer, who's back in with those two personals, gets it across midcourt. On the right wing against Arebu out of the zone. That's Toulson. Right side of the lane, Marcus White turnaround, blocked by Diatta, and Davis collects it for the Golden Eagles. Ahead to Carr. In the lane, Godfrey running the floor for the tomahawk jam, which brings the crowd to its feet. And it's 26-22, Salt Lake by 4 with 4:55 left in the half. Dufelmeyer out front on the left, on the right, drifting to his left. Middle of the floor, Ebert on the wing to Toulson, to the baseline. Takes it back to Johnson at the free throw line. They work it back over to Toulson on the right wing, to White on the right side. Trying to get it to Rawson. Does, knocked away from behind by Godfrey. It's loose in the corner. Rawson has it, and he throws it away. Golden Eagle ball, 4:32 left in the half. Down by 4, 26-22. Carr gets the inbound from Diatta, and he'll walk it across midcourt. They're going to put Ebert on him this time. To his left. Now pick from Godfrey. Tried to feed Keith, but it's behind him, and Salt Lake comes up with it. Marcus White in the lane, takes it all the way to the glass and scores. Nobody really stopped the ball. White has 4. 28-22, Salt Lake by 6 with 4:10 left in the half. Shaq Carr on the left side on the dribble against Ebert. On the right side to Davis. AMD trying to get into the lane. Kicks it out on the wing. Arebu 3-ball. Boom! Goes the dynamite. UC Arebu with 8 huge points off the bench. And it's 28-25. Bruin lead down to 3 with 3:50 left in the half. Dufelmeyer on the dribble to the left. Wants Toulson down in the corner. On the baseline to Toulson. Lobs it to Rawson. Coming down the lane with Ebert. Blocked out of bounds by Armand Davis. And Ebert stares at him as Christian Masoko will check in for Marcus White. 12 on the shot clock. 3:34 on the game clock. Salt Lake up 28-25. Eagles trying to rally back here. Dufelmeyer to inbound. Out front left side to Toulson. Back in the corner, Dufelmeyer. On the baseline to Rawson. Poked away by Diatta. Off of Rawson, and it's CSI ball. 3:28 remaining in the half. 28-25. Golden Eagles down by 3. Closest they've been in a while. Salt Lake scored the first 6 of the game. Carr across midcourt on the dribble on the right. To his left. On the wing to Davis. To the top of the circle. Loads up a 3. Off the iron, no. Rebound to Dufelmeyer for Salt Lake. He'll cross midcourt. Left side, Toulson. To the baseline. Pull up 15-footer is good. Connor Toulson. He's got 7. I keep wanting to say Andy because he looks just like his old man. And the Golden Eagles turned it over at midcourt. Timeout CSI. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. It's 30-25 Bruins, and we're back in 60 seconds.
We take the whole family to Tony's TT Auto to get the car detailed. You should hear the kids. Yeah.
You didn't believe me, but I told you I would find one.
You found her in my neighborhood?
Yeah, and she's interested in going on that date.
30-25. Bruins with the ball. On the floor for the Golden Eagles, Rebu, Davis, Carr, Godfrey, and Giada. For the Bruins, Ebert, Rawson, Masoko, Dufelmeyer, and Toulson, whose dad was a star at Twin Falls High School. Right side, Ebert with the ball for the Bruins. Middle of the floor to Toulson. Left wing to Dufelmeyer. The lob to Bushman Ebert, who hangs on the rim after he slammed it in. His first points of the ball game. And it's 32-25. Salt Lake back up by 7 with 2:45 remaining in the half. Irebu with the ball out front, working against Dufelmeyer. Carr's got Ebert on him, trying to deny him the ball. Bushman knocks the ball away, but Carr has it. Top of the circle to the left. In the lane, tried to drop it under to Giada. Rawson was there to knock it away. Shaq's got to shoot. They're expecting the pass. They're playing the pass every time Shaq penetrates the lane. He's got to start shoot. 2:19 left in the half, 32-25. Dufelmeyer rises from 3. Front rimmed it, no, but Davis has it for CSI. Off to Giada. Pop across midcourt, leave it for AMD. To the right side, double team. Finds Godfrey in the right corner, back to Davis. Davis trying to get in the lane, and there's going to be a hand check on Toulson. Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. It's the second personal on Toulson, and 11th team foul. So Davis will shoot 2. He is 4 of 5 from the stripe tonight. Has 7 points. Scored the first 6 for CSI. Been fairly quiet since then. Did have the big block just a moment ago, but he short rims the first shot as E.J. Boyce checks back in for UC Arabia. 2:02 left in the first half, 32-25, Salt Lake with the lead. Davis will have one more. Got it. Armand with 8. 32-26 and 2 minutes remaining in the half. Waddup's back in to Ebert on the right wing. Trying to get in the lane. Pull-up jumper from 15 off the glass. No. Rebound in the lane. Foul on who? Rawson and Davis were both going for it. They're going to give the foul on Papiata. His first personal, 15 foul. Rawson to inbound on the right baseline. Minute 49 left in the half. Salt Lake with a fresh 30. Right corner to Toulson. Dribbles out to the wing, out front to Waddup. To his left to Ebert on the wing. Bounces it inside Masoko. In the lane, Rawson loses the handle, and it's out of bounds off his leg to CSI. Minute 36 remaining in the half. Eagles down by 6, 32-26. Salt Lake has led the entire way. Carr across midcourt on the dribble to the left, has Ebert on him. Coming back to the right. Oh, had Giada open, but didn't give him the ball. Carr has it again from Boyce to his right, and there's going to be a foul on Bushman Ebert. He was holding out front on Carr, was trying to get by him and go to the basket. Carr to the line for the first time tonight, Shaq with only 2 points, with a minute 17 remaining in the half. And the Golden Eagles down by 6, 32-26. You see Arebu waiting to check in at the table after this first free throw by Carl. And he drains it. Arebu in for Boyce, and it's Marcus White in for Connor Toulson for Salt Lake. Shaq, the number 2 free throw shooter on the CSI team at 80% on the season, 146 of 183 coming into this afternoon. This one to make it a 4-point ball game. Got them both. Shaq with 4 points, and the Salt Lake lead is 4 at 32-28. White leaves it for Waddup, who will bring it across midcourt with a 1:10 remaining in the half. Rawson on the right side to White, the middle of the floor to Ebert on the right, to Rawson on the wing. Out front, Ebert to the middle of the floor. Fakes the 3 over on the left wing to Waddup in the lane. He's going to knock down Giada and get called for the offensive foul. I could see that one coming. Pop was set up. He knew Waddup was coming. And he picks up his second personal and gives the ball back to CSI with 54.2 remaining in the half. 32-28, Golden Eagles down by 4. Bucket here would be huge towards getting some momentum going into the break. Carr on the left side working against Edith. To the right on the wing to Irebu, to Diata in the corner, back out front. Irebu, 3-ball. Boom! Goes the dynamite. UC's third of the first half, and it's a one-point game, 32-31. There's about a 10-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Edith on the right side, middle of the floor to White. To the free throw line, spins back the other way, and we've got a foul before that on CSI, which is okay. They had a foul to give. Fouls on Armand Davis, but now Salt Lake can take the final shot of the half with 24.4 remaining. Guabianga will check in for Davis, who will check out. 24.4 remaining in the half. Again, Salt Lake can hold for the final shot. Waddups to inbound on the right baseline. Will get it into Ross and takes a quick shot, knocks down the 15-footer, but that was awful quick. It gives CSI a chance to either tie or cut it to within 1. We got 15 left in the half. Carr with it, middle of the floor, Diata. Shot clock down to 9. Diata back, what is he waiting for? To the top of the circle, 3-ball, off the iron, no, and Salt Lake will take the lead into the half, tying as they lead it 34-31. Halftime show is coming up. We'll get the halftime stats here from our women's player of the game, Candace Barber, as the Golden Eagle ladies advance to tomorrow's Region 18 championship game. All that good stuff is coming up after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Golden Eagle basketball on Club 97.5 FM.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow. I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You didn't believe me, but I told you I would find one.
You found her in my neighborhood?
Yeah, and she's interested in going on that date.
If you think added fees from your financial institution are just something you have to live with, it's time to rethink and ask yourself if where you bank makes sense for how you live. If you think your handy gadgets could be more handy with your finances, it's time to rethink and enjoy managing your finances your way, on the go and on the spot. If you think keeping customers and employees happy while also trying to grow your business is harder than it should be, it's time to rethink and get your financial institution working harder for you. Thanks to you, Idaho Central Credit Union has a lot to celebrate. As we reflect on 75 years serving communities throughout Idaho, we're giving back to 75 Idaho community causes this year. Find out more at iccu.com. If you think added fees from your financial institution are just something you have to live with, it's time to rethink and ask yourself if where you bank makes sense for how you live. If you think your handy gadget
on the floor for Coach Jared Fay. White, Gibson Johnson, Rawson, and Coulson on the floor for Todd Phillips Bruins. Courtney Littledike checks to make sure we're ready to go and hands the ball to Diata, who throws it into the backcourt for Carr. Check across midcourt, left side to Davis, has Coulson on. Trying to get to the bucket, he will. Too high off the glass. Diata with the rebound will score from the right side. Pop Diata gets the Golden Eagles within one at 34-33, 19:40 remaining in the ball game. Right corner, Rawson with it. Out front, we've got a whistle stopping play and a foul on CSI. That's going to be on Diata. I don't know if that was a hold or I didn't see what he did. His second personal, first team foul of the second half. Rawson to inbound on the right baseline. Salt Lake with a 1-point lead, 34-33. Into the left corner, Gibson Johnson loads up the three and knocks it down. Gibson Johnson with 9. His first triple of the night. Salt Lake by 4 now, 37-33. Carr, left side to Armand Davis. Trying to go to the right. On the wing to Carr. Shack trying to get in the lane against Dufelmeyer. Skips it over left corner. Diata, free ball, front rimmed it, no. And the rebound is tracked down by Johnson. Off to Dufelmeyer. He'll bring it across midcourt and leaves it for Marcus White, and he travels. Thought about taking a three, shuffled his feet, decided to attack the basket, and gets called for the walk. Golden Eagles with the ball off the turnover, down by 4, 37-33 with 19:07 remaining. Carr in the backcourt, staring at the bench for the play. Brings it across on the left side against Dufelmeyer. Pick coming from Chambers, Carr to the right. On the left wing to Diata to the baseline, spins in the lane, drops it back to Carr. Back to Diata on the right side for the easy lay-in. Nice pass from Chap Carr. Diata with 4 in this half, 8 for the game. 37-35, Salt Lake by 2 with 18:35 remaining. Dufelmeyer, left side to Rawson, who gives it back to Dufelmeyer. Against the 1-2-2 CSI zone. To his right, in the lane, gets to the bucket. Chambers might have got a piece, but Rawson is there for the follow. Tyler Rawson has 9. And it's 39-35, Bruins by 4 with 18:15 to play. Carr with the ball, working against Dufelmeyer, and there's a hold. That is the third personal on Tad Dufelmeyer. Carr went behind the basket. Dufelmeyer grabbed Shack as he was trying to collect the ball. And you got to call that. It was right in front of Matt Dash. Middle of the floor, Carr with it again. Dufelmeyer with those three personals. Carr goes by him, gets to the bucket, and lays it in. Dufelmeyer had to let him go. Shack with his second field goal. He's got 6. And it's 39-37 as Marcus White scores from the right baseline for the Bruins. He's got 6. And the pace picking up. 41-37, 17:50 remaining. E.J. Boyce with the ball on the left wing. White in his grill. Now Boyce backs it out to his right on the dribble. Hands it off to Armand Davis. Dufelmeyer on him. Davis spins back to the right, down the right side of the lane, puts it high off the glass. No. Chambers with the rebound, scores off the glass. Dakota Chambers' first point. And it's a 2-point game again at 41-39, 17:25 to play. Dufelmeyer, open Gibson Johnson, top of the circle, 3-ball switch. His second triple of the half. 44-39, Salt Lake by 5 with 17:10 to play. Armand Davis trying to answer from the left side. No, and Rawson goes high for the rebound. Leaves it for Dufelmeyer. 17 minutes to play. Salt Lake with a 5-point lead, 44-39. Dufelmeyer on the dribble to the right. Nice bounce pass inside. Rawson blocked by Papiata. Nice backside help. Davis cross midcourt to Carr. On the right wing to Diata. Into the left corner, Boyce, and he's going to travel. He had Rawson coming out on him, so he didn't want to take the 3 and shuffle his feet. Wallace is in for Dufelmeyer. Here comes Biongo in for Armand Davis. Austin Weiniger will check in for Papiata. 16:42 remaining in the game. Also, Marquise Godfrey checking in for Dakota Chambers. Salt Lake up 44-39, and again 16:42 to play. Toulson inbounds to Waddups, and he'll walk it across midcourt. Got Biongo in the point on that 1-2-2 zone now. Waddups directing traffic. Right side to White. On the wing, Toulson to the baseline. Kicks it back out front to White. Has Johnson open on the left baseline. Doesn't see him. In the lane. Throws up the runner. No. And Godfrey has it for the Golden Eagle. Off the car. Shack will bring it across midcourt, middle of the floor. In the lane, wide open was Weiniger. Missed the quick lay-in, though, and fouls on the rebound. I think Austin got nervous because Rawson was coming at him, trying to get the block. He picks up his first personal, second team foul, as Christian Masoko back into the Salt Lake lineup in for Rawson. 16:10 to play. Eagles down 5, Salt Lake ball, and Waddups will go by Biongo. Into the lane, dropped it off on the baseline to Masoko. Working against Weiniger, poked away by Boyce, who gets it back. Saves it to Weiniger. Off to EJ, who'll bring it across midcourt left side. Takar on the wing. Back out front to Boyce, and the right wing Biongo. Out front Boyce, over on the left to Carr. Gets a pick from Weiniger. He'll take a 3 from the left side. Boom! Goes the dynamite. Shaq Carr with 5.5. 9 for the game, his first triple of the night. And it's 44-42, Bruins by 2. Waddups in the backcourt having some trouble. Finally crosses midcourt. Right side to Toulson. Top of the circle to White. Working against Biongo, crossover underneath to Masoko for the left side lay-in. Christian Masoko, first point of the night. Salt Lake back up 4, 46-42. Weiniger, long 2, front rimmed it, no. Godfrey with a rebound in the lane, triple team, loses it, but Biongo's able to corral it. Takar, open to Boyce, top of the circle 3, boom, goes the dynamite. E.J. Boyce's first point, and it's 46-45 with 15 minutes to play. Golden Eagles back within 1. Left side, White with the ball for the Bruins. Picks up the dribble. Boyce in his grill. Hands it off to Johnson. Over on the right side to Waddup. Looking down low for Masoko. Can't find the angle. Toulson, left side 3-ball. And he knocks it down. Connor Toulson with 10. And it's 49-45. The lead back to 4. Carr to the right. Top of the circle. Trying to get in the lane. Does. Over Masoko. He knocked him down. Ball is loose. It's going to be picked up by Toulson. Got it off to White. White left side. Step through. Does he walk? He's going to get the credit for the basket and a foul on CSI. Greg Spencer says the foul's on E.J. Boyce, his second. Marcus White with his second field goal of the half. He's got 8 now. Chance for the and 1. As the Salt Lake lead is up to 6 at 51-45 and 14-24 to play. Papiata back in for Austin Weiniger. Armand Davis also in. Keith Godfrey takes the seat. White trying for the and one here and make it a 7-point Salt Lake lead, and he does. And now he'll check out as Bushman Ebert is in for him. 52-45, Salt Lake with the lead. They led by 9 in the first half. Carr lets it roll to midcourt, picks it up, crosses midcourt on the left side to the middle of the floor. The Bruins go into that zone. Carr trying to get in the lane, bangs into Toulson and turns it over. Toulson will bring it across midcourt, hands it off to Waddup. Waddup's in the middle of the floor, left side. Down in the corner, Toulson, open three, and he drains it. And the Salt Lake bench going wild as they have their biggest lead of 10 at 55-45. 13:50 remaining. Timeout CSI. It'll go into the media timeout. 13:49 to play. 55-45 Salt Lake, and we're back in 30 seconds.
Dermatology is the branch of medicine dealing.
If you think added fees from your financial institution are just something you have to live with, it's time to rethink and ask yourself if where you bank makes sense for how you live.
Salt Lake has opened up the first double-digit lead in this Region 18 men's semifinal, leading 55-45. Golden Eagles with the ball. Carr into the backcourt. He'll work against Bushman Ebert. On the right side, gets a pick from Diata as he comes left. Now Gibson Johnson on. Back on the right wing to Boyce. Down to Pop Diata on the baseline. Double team coming, and it's off the foot of Gibson Johnson. It'll be CSI ball. They're going to call a kick, and they'll reset the shot clock to 15. 32 remaining in the ball game. Salt Lake by 10, 55-45. Carr to inbound on the right baseline. Dakota Chambers trying to get position. They throw it into the backcourt for Armand Davis. Davis on the right against Ebert, and as he went by, Ebert got him with the forearm. That's his second personal. Second team foul of the second half on the Bruins. UC Arabu will check in for E.J. Boyce for the Golden Eagles. Salt Lake arguing about something. Oh, here's the media timeout. 13:26 remaining in the ball game. Is 55-45 Salt Lake, and we're back in 60 seconds.
Made easy price, just $9.99. And with guaranteed credit to anyone 18 or older, convenient express delivery, and rooms made easy pricing, it's easy to shop and save again at Wilson Bates. We can make it easy, so easy.
Davis to his right takes a deep three and knocks it down. Boom goes the dynamite. He's got 11, and it's 55-48, 13 minutes to play. Boy, did the Eagles need that. Waddup's on the right side. Now they need Stock back out front. Over on the left to Ebert, back to Waddup. On the wing, Poulsen, 3 is an air ball. Johnson, they reset the shot clock, and they overshot the basket there to Johnson. Davis has it for CSI. Armand leaves it for Shaq Carr. In the lane, open his top Diata, nice pump fake, pull up 15-footer from the right side, front rimmed it, no, but Davis has the rebound. Armand dribbles out on the wing, now he'll dribble out front, and the Eagles will reset. 12:22 to play, Eagles down by 7. Davis had it knocked away by Ebert, and Bushman picks up his third personal foul. That's the third team foul of the half on the Bruins. Team fouls even at 3 apiece. Tyler Rawson back in for Gibson Johnson. Keith Godfrey back in for the Eagle lineup, in for Pop Diata. 12:18 to play, Salt Lake by 7, 55-48. Godfrey to inbound into the backcourt to Carr. Shot clock, they got a fresh 30, so Carr on the dribble to the right side. Almon Davis trying to shake Toulson. Carr to the left. He'll pull up from inside the three-point line, off the iron, no. Rawson trying for the rebound is going to be fouled by Dakota Chambers. That's the third personal on Dakota, and the fourth team foul on CSI this half. 12:02 to play, Salt Lake by 7, 55-48. Waddup will walk it across midcourt. Left side to Toulson, back to Waddup. On the right wing to Ebert. In the lane, Rawson over Chambers, doesn't get the roll. Tapped up Masoko, no. Tapped in by Toulson. Connor Toulson with 15, 8 in this half. And it's 57-48. Bruins back up by 9 with 11:40 to play. Davis on the dribble on the right side to the middle of the floor. Left side to Carr. He dribbles to the middle and back over to the right. To Davis on the wing. Ebert's on him. Gets a pick from Godfrey. Step back 3 ball. Off the iron, no. Rebound Waddup for the Bruins. Kind of forced that one up. Austin Waddup will slow it down and he crosses midcourt. Still on the dribble to the left side on the wing to Toulson. Back to Waddup. Left side of the lane to Rawson. In the lane, finds Ebert. Open right side 3. Off the iron, no. Rawson kept it alive. Masoko has it. Can't score, but he's fouled. And will go to the line. And Salt Lake is getting to the glass. Fouls on Dakota Chambers, and that's 4 on him. That'll bring Pop Diata off Jared Fade's bench with 10:57 to play. He's joined there by UC Arabia. Masoko is at the line to shoot, too. With 10:57 to play, and he knocks the first one down. That's his first free throw make of the night. So now he's 1 of 3. And the lead back to 10 at 58-48. So Chambers and Armand Davis check out as Diata and Biongo check in. Masoko's second free throw off the heel of the rim, no good, but a lane violation on CSI is going to give him another shot. That's on Biongo. Dufelmeyer is back in for Salt Lake, in for Waddup. Masoko, second free throw, makes that one, so that could be costly. We'll see. He's got 4 all in this half. 59-48, biggest lead for Salt Lake, 11 points with 10:50 to play. Free throw line, Godfrey, right side of Rebu, out front to Carr. Spins, trying to get free from Ebert, open in the left corner, Biongo 3, front rimmed it, no, and Toulson has the rebound. It came down to him in the corner. Biongo didn't follow the shot. Dufelmeyer has it across midcourt on the dribble to the left side. Going to lob it up for Masoko on the right block. Turn around over Diata with the right hand. Christian Masoko. He's got 6 now. And it's 61-48 Salt Lake with 10:20 to play. Carr across midcourt right side. On the left of Rebu. He's got Dufelmeyer on. To the right, Carr. Salt Lake in the 2-3 zone now. That's what helped them in that game last Saturday in the second half. Carr out front, shot clock at 9. Carr, crossover in the lane, tried to drop it off. It's knocked away. Diongo has it. Throws up a prayer off the iron, no. And Dufelmeyer has it for the Bruins. Back the other way comes Salt Lake. And Dufelmeyer will reset as he lets traffic clear. Timeout Bruins. 9:45 remaining in the ball game. It's 61-48 Salt Lake. And we're back in 30 seconds.
If I told you I needed my RV winter...
If you think keeping customers and employees happy while also trying to grow your business is harder than it should be, it's time to rethink and get your financial institution working harder for you. Thanks to you, Idaho Central Credit Union has a lot to celebrate. As we reflect on 75 years serving communities throughout Idaho, we're giving back to 75 Idaho community causes this year. Find out more at iccu.com.
Over on the left to Toulson. Left side of the lane to Rawson. Got Diata in the air, and the 10-footer rolls around the rim twice and drops down. Tyler Rawson has 11, and the lead is up to 15 now at 63-48. Carr in the lane. Over to Diata, off his hands and out of bounds. Shaq's got to start shooting those shots. Been getting too many turnovers off the dribble penetration, trying to pass it to teammates. He needs to shoot. Salt Lake has the ball in a 15-point lead with 9:14 to play. It's a big mountain to climb for CSI Toulson, ahead to White, who is across midcourt. Got to get some stops. Dufelmeyer has it on the left side to the middle of the floor. Eagles in a man-to-man. Left wing to Toulson, back out front Dufelmeyer. Dribbles over to the right side. Now he's back out front to the right on the wing. Over to Toulson, got free ball, off the iron, no. Tapped up by Dufelmeyer, no. Followed by Rawson. And the Salt Lake bench celebrates. Tyler Rawson with 13. And Ebert knocks the ball away on the inbounds. It'll be CSI ball. 8:36 remaining, but Salt Lake by 17, 65-48. Carr will bring it across midcourt right side for the Golden Eagles. Working against Dufelmeyer to his left. Taking it to the basket. It's blocked out of bounds. Both Masoko and Rawson were there. It'll be CSI ball. And Shaq is trying to say, hey, they're climbing my back to get the block. Craig Spencer not hearing any of it. As Armand Davis checks out, E.J. Boyce is in for CSI. Carr to inbound on the left baseline. In the corner to Diata. Dribbles out to the wing. Trying to back in on Dufelmeyer. UC Arabu left side three. Front rim, that one. Ball is loose. Diata has it in the lane. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the flop by Masako. Third personal on Diata. 16 foul on the Golden Eagles. And Tanner Newbold is back in for Connor Toulson. Armand Davis in for Dakota Chambers. 8:20 to play. Salt Lake by 17, 65-48. Eagles with some full court pressure. In the lane, Rawson leaves it for Dufelmeyer. He'll bring it across midcourt. Wards off Carr with the off arm. To the left side. Again, sticking that left arm out to keep Shaq Carr from getting to the ball. Does it again. This time with the elbow, and they're going to call a foul on Carr. But he's using that left arm the entire... No, they're not calling it on Carr. No, they are. His first personal. And it's the 17th foul, so Dufelmeyer will go to the line to shoot the 1-1. And he's using the left arm the entire way to ward off the defender. Free throw by Dufelmeyer is good. He earns the bonus. 66-48 with 8 minutes to play. And the Golden Eagles have to dig deep now as Dufelmeyer hits them both. And it's a 19-point Salt Lake lead at 67-48. Carr on the left wing, the right wing, working against Rawson. Down the lane, throws up the floater, no. And the rebound is controlled by Newbold for the Bruins. Hands it off to Dufelmeyer in the backcourt, ahead to Rawson as they cross midcourt. Drops it back for Dufelmeyer. On the right wing to White. There's top of the circle, Rawson, left side, Dufelmeyer. Shot clock at 5. Dufelmeyer working against Carr. To his right. Nice jump out by Diatta. Again, he pushed off with the left arm, missed the shot, and then fouled E.J. Boyce and got away with it. Armand Davis across midcourt. Leaves it for Boyce. Back out on the wing to Diatta. I'm getting screened out. Diatta still with it. Finds Davis coming down the floor. Misses the lay-in, but he's fouled and will go to the line. The foul's going to go against Dufelmeyer, and that's the 4th on him, but he should have more than that. With 7:05 remaining in the ballgame, Salt Lake leading 67-48. Armand Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. That's just the 15th foul on the Bruins here in the second half. Armand with 11. Free throw. Gets the roll. He missed 2 in the first half. He was 5 of 7 in the first half, so now he's 6 of 8. Has one more. Missed it. UC Arabo keeps it alive. It's going to be off of Dufelmeyer and out of bounds to CSI. Jack Carter in down on the right baseline with 7:03 to play. Carr. Looking, has to lob it out. It's knocked away and stolen by Dufelmeyer. His pass ahead to Bushman-Ebert for the Tomahawk Jam. Ebert with 4. And it's 69-49, Salt Lake by 20. In the lane, Armand Davis checks. Loses Ebert again with Diatta trying to track him down. Gets the right side land. Bushman-Ebert now with 6. 71-49. And it's getting ugly. Jack Carr across midcourt on the dribble right side. To Diatta on the right wing. In the lane, and there's going to be a blocking foul against Marcus White finally. Wait a minute, they're calling a foul on White 5. There is no White 5 in there. That's 2. He was calling White 5, and it's on Black 2. That just goes to show you their mentality. He was calling a foul on White 5. 6:28 remaining in the ballgame. It's 71-49 Salt Lake, and we're back in 60 seconds.
CSI, because no matter where you are in life, CSI has something just right for you. Still need your high school diploma? Are you just starting your degree or picking up where you left off? Would more career training help you get a better job?
You didn't believe me, but I told you I would find one.
You found her in my neighborhood?
Yeah, and she's interested in going on that date.
here. There is still time. Stranger things have happened. Carr bounces it off the player standing in bounds, but his shot was blocked by Rawson, which very easily should have been a foul. But again, with 3 Salt Lake officials, they get away with it. Left side to, they're getting homered at home, is CSI. Marcus White working against Shaq Carr, hands it off to Toulson, over to Dufelmeyer. Middle of the floor to Rawson. Chambers is not going to come way out there on him there. Eagles in a man-to-man to White, to the right baseline, over Chambers, no. Tapped in by Rawson. On the left hand, follow Jan. Tyler Rawson was 15, 8 in his half. 73-49, Salt Lake pouring it on now. Left side to Rebu, three-pointer off the front rim, no good. Davis tracks down the rebound. He'll load up a 3. Off the iron, no. It's tapped around, and Davis has the long rebound. Out front to Carr. Over to Boyce on the right side. He'll load it up. Off the iron, no. And finally, White clears it for Salt Lake. Off to Dufelmeyer with 5:30 to play, and the Eagles down 24. Not looking good. Dufelmeyer with a shove on Davis, and Davis is the one that gets the foul called on him by Greg Spencer. His second personal foul, and Dufelmeyer's been doing that all night long with that off arm. And he's getting away with it. Yeah, Kel Jones loaded the deck with 3 Salt Lake officials tonight. And I know I shouldn't say that, but it's true. Meanwhile, Waddups on the free throw hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Or excuse me, Dufelmeyer hits the front end of the 1-and-1. .5:24 to play. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Davis. Armand ahead up the right side to Boyce. Out front to Davis in the lane. We'll get the tomahawk jam. He's got 14, 6.5, and it's 74-51. That's the first field goal in a long time for the Eagles. Rawson in the backcourt. Will cross midcourt right side. Out front to Dufelmeyer, left side to Toulson. Salt Lake content to run clock, and they should with a 23-point lead. Rawson, middle of the floor, near midcourt, left side Dufelmeyer. To the right. Over to Gibson Johnson, drives the lane. Underneath, Rawson has it for another slam dunk. Tyler Rawson is just camping in there. He's got 17, 10 in this half. 76-51. Boyce loads up a 3 from the left wing, no, and Toulson clears it for Salt Lake. Dufelmeyer has it. He'll bring it across midcourt with 4:20 to play. Bruins by 25. Rawson at midcourt. So it looks like the 3 is going to beat the 2 for the 5th time in the last 6 years. Dufelmeyer drives the right side, blocked by Chambers. Carr ahead to Armand Davis, and he's hit from behind by Connor Toulson, and that could have been ugly. There was no reason that Connor Toulson needed to hit him like that. That's Toulson's 3rd personal. He was behind the play. He was just preventing him from getting the shot off, and he's laughing about it. And that very easily should have been an intentional foul on Salt Lake. But with this crew, you think they're going to get that call? Not a prayer. Davis will shoot 2. Free throw on the way is good. .76-52 with 3:56 to play, and Salt Lake wants to talk about it. 76-52 Bruins, and we're back in 60 seconds.
With combined service tech experience of over 5.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Thanks to you, Idaho Central Credit Union has a lot to celebrate. As we reflect on 75 years serving communities throughout Idaho, we're giving back to 75 Idaho community causes this year. Find out more at iccu.com.
And snow. Armand Davis has one more free throw. AD with 7 points here in the second half, 15 for the game. And he'll knock it down. So he's got 16. And it's 76-53. Eagles again with full court pressure. They get it into Rawson, off to Marcus White, ahead to Waddups, who's back in. Waddups in the corner, Gibson Johnson. They're just content to spread the floor and run clock with a 23-point lead. You should. Rawson underneath right baseline to Gibson Johnson. They work it back out front to Waddups, and the shot clock's at 10, so now they'll start their clock. Waddups to the right. Nice jump out by Diatta. Waddups going to beat him to the baseline. UC Arabu comes over to block the shot, but a foul, I think, on Diatta. For Pop, his fourth personal. 19th foul. Waddups to the line to shoot 2. Has 7 points, all in the first half. 3:28 to play, and Salt Lake by 23. Got the first one. As Connor Toulson chats at midcourt with Courtney Littledike. That looks good. Missed the second, so it stays 77-53. Right side, Urabu, three-pointer off the iron, no. Waddups has it for the Bruins. They'll bring it across midcourt. And again, they spread the floor. We're at 3:10 to play now. Waddups trying to shake free from Urabu. Free throw line to Rawson. Pass underneath. Lost by White. He gets it back. Out front again. Waddups with 8 on the shot clock. To his right. Loads up a three, blocked by Carr. Rawson tried to tap it in, but it's a shot clock violation to CSI with 2:49 to play. And now Bushman Ebert will check in for Connor Toulson. Golden Eagle fans starting to depart with 2:49 to play and their team down 24. Well, it was a tough year all year for the Eagles as Carr loads up a three from the left side, no good. Davis hustling, saves it. DJ Boyce has it in the left corner. To Carr, over on the right wing to Urabu, out front to Diatta. Pulls up from inside the three-point line, no good, and Waddups with another rebound. Golden Eagles can't make a shot here in this second half. We're down to 2:22 remaining. Salt Lake by 24. Waddups in the lane, leans into Diatta looking for the foul, and nice flop there. He hit the deck. That's all by his own doing. Bushman Ebert off a turnover will get a two-handed flop. He's got 8. 79-53, 2 minutes to play. Carr working against Waddups into the corner to Armand Davis. Going to be checked at the rim by Rawson, and a foul on Salt Lake as Rawson staring at Armand Davis on the floor. Rawson with the personal, his second. Davis free throw off the heel of the rim, no good. And now Rawson will check out as Christian Masoko is in for him. Dufelmeyer also in for the Bruins. Noisy bunch of Salt Lake fans behind their bench over here. I don't know if part of that is the women's team. I think some of that is. Davis knocks down the second free throw, so 1 of 2 on that trip for AMD. He's got 9 here in the second half. 79-54 and a minute 51 to play. Eagles again with full court pressure. They'll get it to Dufelmeyer, double team, but he gets out of it. Knocked away, it's loose, but Newbold picks it up. Cross midcourt to Masoko with a minute 40 to play. So Salt Lake will advance to the championship game again against either North Idaho or Snow. Those teams playing at 7:30 tonight. As Keith Godfrey going to be called for a foul on the baseline. That's his first personal. Guaviango and Con Bauer will check in after this first free throw by Dufelmeyer, along with Austin Weiniger. Scott Cook will get in for his first time against CSI this year. A big 7-footer as Dufelmeyer hits the first free throw. E.J. Boyce, Armand Davis, and Chat Carr will check out. Final games for Carr and Davis in a CSI uniform, so they get a nice hand from the crowd, hugs from the coaches. Not to be this year. Had to overcome a lot of adversity this season with the injuries and the dismissals. Rebounded to play well at the end. Got the number 2 seed in the tournament. But running out of gas here this afternoon against Salt Lake. UC Arevalo tries a deep 3 and knocks it down from out front. His 4th triple of the game, the first of the second half. It's 80-57 with 66 seconds to play. And again, Salt Lake will be running as much clock as they can here. They lost all 3 games to North Idaho as Dufelmeyer drives the lane, blocked by Godfrey, who will be called for the foul. Second personal on Keith, and they'll put Dufelmeyer back at the line to shoot 2 more. And the Bruins against Snow were 2-1. Meanwhile, Dufelmeyer hits the first free throw to make it 81-57. And just 42.3 to play. Golden Eagles will finish the season at 22-9. Dufelmeyer hits them both. Again, the 3 seed beats the 2 for the 5th time in the last 6 tries as Arevalo launches another deep 3 and nails it. Stick around, we'll have a post-game chat with Coach Jared Fay, talk about the season. I'd like to say good luck to Salt Lake, but that's hard to do. Well, they had things in their favor tonight. An entire Salt Lake City officiating crew. So Newbold will have to shoot, but he's going to let the shot clock run down, and the Golden Eagles get the ball back with 1.9 to play. Your final score is going to be Salt Lake 82 and CSI 60. So we'll have the post-game show coming up. As the clock runs out, your final score, Salt Lake 82, CSI 60. Post-game show is indeed coming up. We'll have our chat with Coach Fay, get the final stats. All that good stuff is coming up after this 2-minute timeout. You've been listening to Golden Eagle Basketball on Club 97.5 FM.
You know what?
There's nothing